Hello friends, welcome you back once again in study battle. So you all will be knowing that firstly I will like to thanks to all of you those who have been selected in the combined Geoscientist mains exam, means those who have cleared the written part of mains exam. Now you all would have filled the DAF detailed application form and the interview schedule that has also been released by UPSC. So now you have just 10 to 15 days remaining as per the schedule, as you would have seen. So in this time period, what we have to prepare and how you have to prepare. Prior to that, I have made some videos which have been uploaded in regard of combined geoscientist mains interview 2020 as per as assistant geologist interview or assistant hydrogeologist interview. So I will put the link of that playlist in the description box. From here you will be able to understand or able to watch the videos which have been already uploaded onto the YouTube channel. So today I am not going to the deep of that, all those things, that how you have to prepare, what are the important topics, from where you have to prepare. Just few things you have to remember. Just go according to your detailed application form. Detailed application form means your most of the interview, greater than 80 to 90% of interview is supposed to be asked or supposed to be talked about the detailed application form. The DAF you have filled means the educational qualifications, your personal qualifications, personal details which you have filled, the hobbies you have, hobbies section that you have to work. I have already talked about. The hobby section will be taken by the chairperson, and the subjective wise means the subject means the geology part or hydrogeology, whatever branch you are, hydrogeology, geology or the geophysics or geochemistry, whatever it is, that will be taken by the experts of your field. So you have to give proper amount of time for the preparation of all those fields. You cannot skip the personal details or the hobby section, because all these things are important. I have talked about already, and link will be there in the description box. From here you will able to understand or watch the previous videos which I have uploaded onto the YouTube channel. But you have to remember, means DAF I have already talked about that which are the important topics from the DAF point of view which you can focus on. That is the hobby section for the personal details, as well as your town, your region, from your state from where you are being, and if that region is famous for anything, it can be cultural, political, societal, any type of significance, economical significance, then questions can be there from that field. But more emphasis should be on the geological point of view, since you are going to appear in the geologist interview or hydrogeologist interview. Same is the for geophysics and geochemistry. When I am talking about the geologist interview, it doesn't mean that it's wholly based on geologist. It's same for the geophysics, from the geohydrology means for the geochemistry and hydrogeology. So these things are the same. The questions will be which will be asked by the panelists, for the experts panelists, they will be different, but personal details which I am talking about, they are the same for all the branches. Okay, so you have to give that time for that preparation. You cannot skip the personal details, the hobby section or the DAF which I am talking about. But these are the things. And if we talk about the educational qualifications, educational, from where you will be, the questions will be asked, that is the geology portion. Same is for the geochemistry and geophysics. So on this experts panelists, the 3 or 4 experts panelists will be there. They will be dealing with the experts, means your branches, from which your branch you are. So you will have to focus more on that branch. Okay, personal details, they are the only things, they are just to just brush up your personal details or personal background, means from where you are, all those things. But more emphasis should be on the background, means the geology portion and the hydrogeology, whatever it is. Okay, so you must understand, I will be dealing about the geology portion or hydrogeology portion, since I have taken that interview and I am from geology background. So I will be dealing with these 2 branches. Okay, if you are any problem, if you have any problem and you are from hydrogeology or geochemistry, so I will you can comment in the comment box of this video, and I will try to refer to my any friend who have given the interview of geologist, hydrogeologist, and same is the for geochemistry and geophysics. So I will try to help you, but you will have to put the comment in the description box. Whatever problem is there, I will try my level best to help you. Okay, so from the geology and hydrogeology point, what you have to focus is, if you have done the dissertation part or the field work, where you have done the field work, Nowadays dissertation is very important, and dissertation is necessary or essential in each and every university, whether it is it's central university or it's state university or any other institute like IITs or that. Okay, so dissertation is very important, and some field work dissertation, if in case if you don't have that dissertation part, you can prefer, the questions can be asked from the field work, means the field work which you have done, whether it has been done during the pursuing of post graduation or after the post graduation, means if you have done the PhD or you are pursuing PhD, or if you have done the dissertation part during MSc, or the field work which you have done during the BSc classes and MSc classes. So field work can be, the questions can be asked from the field work of graduation and post graduation both, means BSc level and MSc level both. And if you have done the research work, means PhD, then the questions will be likely to be questions maybe asked from the PhD. Your thesis work means from the area, since that's the specialized area from where the questions can be asked, and more emphasis should be on the, for example, if we talk about the dissertation part, your focus should be on the field work, means where the areas, particular areas where you have done the field work, what are the data which you have recovered from the field work, what are the reports, what are the significance of that field. For example, if we talk about the Himalayan geology, suppose you have done the field work in Dehradun, okay, especially in Dehradun or Himachal Pradesh, so that's the Himalayan part. So Himalayan geology, if we talk about, then the structural part, the high stratigraphical part, the economical part, so all these things are important, okay. And you will have to guess by your own that what are the hot areas from where the questions can be asked. For example, if we take the example of Himalayan geology, so Himalayan geology, whenever we talk about, so more emphasis should be on the stratigraphical part, means the stratigraphy of Himalaya, as far as the tectonics, means how the Himalaya has originated, what are the stages of Himalayan orogeny, at which time the Himalayan orogeny has taken place, what are the processes, what are the stages of these Himalayan orogeny, and the Himalayan tectonics, means how the orogeny has taken place. So this can be the pro forma, this can be the important areas. For example, we have taken the Himalayan part, same can be the part in the case of, suppose you are from the extra peninsular area, that is Himalayan, you can be from the coastal part, so coastal geology will be very important, means the field work, the dissertation or the thesis work, whatever area you have recovered, whatever area you have covered, that is important from the exam point of view, especially the thesis work, okay. And basic knowledge is very important, that can be asked, basic questions will be there, basic questions especially from the stratigraphical point of view. If you are taking the hydrogeology and geology both, then geological point of view and from the hydrogeological point of view, okay. Then the hydrogeological scenario of your area, the Darshila, then porosity, permeability, transmissibility, so all these things, the flow nets, okay, groundwater flow nets, groundwater mapping, and the geophysical prospecting, for example, for the groundwater, for the minerals exploration. So all these, the important topics, they can be covered from any of the books, means whatever you have understood, whatever you have studied under the preliminary and mains examination, both the things concludes, both the things form the syllabus. So anything from the syllabus can be asked, but depending upon the previous year experiences or previous year question paper, previous year interviews which are held in the UPSC premises, on that basis you can guess from, you can consult to your any junior or senior who has taken the interview, so that person can help you and identify the important areas from where the questions are generally being asked and what should be the approach while answering a particular question. Okay, suppose if the basic question is being asked, means from the basic point of view what you have studied in UG classes and PG classes, so basic questions when they are being asked, the expectation is to answer those questions. Expectation is that you should answer the basic question, but if any tough question, for example any applied question is being asked, or any type of hypothetical question, for example if you are visiting any economical area, if you are, suppose you are going for the field work, okay, and you have got a mineral, so how this mineral processing will take place, and suppose we are going for the any field work where you are getting the bauxite deposit, for example. So how this bauxite deposit will be mined, what will be the processes, and what will be the whole process from the sampling process, then getting into the reconnaissance mapping, then reconnaissance survey, then sampling, then dressing, and then further processing. So these type of hypothetical questions can be there. So these types of questions, they also expect right answer, but since this is a hypothetical question, so you can guess it, or you can answer it by your own understanding what can be the right answer. Okay, so that will be answered by you on the basis of hypothesis, that what you have understood. But if the basic questions are there, basic questions are very important for you to answer. Okay, if you are not answering any basic question, for example, they are asking about the NAPE or about the CLIPE in structural geology, so this is likely to be answered by you, because these are the basics. And since you are appearing for the interview where you have to work, suppose you are getting selected as geologist in Geological Survey of India, so during your tenure, during your job, you will have to do all these things. Okay, suppose they may ask question from field geology, for example, the dip, strike, what is Brunton compass, what is clinometer compass, how the hand length is being hand, and how the geological hammer is being used, or the topo sheet number, topo sheet marking. So all these things are very important from your exam point of view, from the interview point of view, because all these things are such things which you will be doing well whenever you are in the field. Okay, either in laboratory point of view, means suppose you have got any sample, and this sampling process, how this sample process goes on, no doubt the sampling process that is being done by any geochemist, but since you are in that field, so process can be asked. Okay, so if any of your junior or senior that is already in GSI or already in Central Groundwater Board, so you can consult to that senior or junior, he or she can give you a better understanding that how the topo sheet marking is being done, how the field work are being conducted, what are the important instruments which are being used, important machinery which are being used, and important laboratory work which we perform, especially for the hydrogeology, okay, from the groundwater sampling and all those there. Okay, so this can be the discussion. That was the point of our discussion, that how important definitions should be revised. For example, dip, strike, okay, head, fault, twinning, twinkling, all these important basic definitions which you have studied in the BSc part first. So all these important definitions you can revise. Okay, so this was our discussion. If you have any problem, I will try my level best to answer your query, but you must understand, or you must prepare seriously. Okay, don't take anything lightly, that my geology is very good, so I can underestimate the personal detail section. No, you have to score good. If you want to get a good rank, obviously you will have to score good, but you will have to from that point of view, or in order to score good, you will have to answer maximum questions. Okay, and if you are not in that condition to answer a particular question, you can just say, sir, I have forgotten that point of view, or I have forgotten that concept. I will try to remember, I will try to recall. I am not in condition to recall that personal definition or point, this particular point. So I will try to brush up my knowledge, or I will try to look into that. After going from this interview, after going from the premise, I will try to brush up my knowledge. Okay, you don't have to give right answer straightly that you don't know. Okay, since you have done BSc and MSc, okay, master's degree, so it's being expected to answer the particular questions, important, especially the basic questions. Okay, but it can happen to anyone that you have missed the basic definition or basic concept. So you can say, sir, I have studied, but right now I am not in condition to recall that knowledge or to recall that point. So I will try to brush up that knowledge after this interview is over. Okay, so this is the discussion which I was trying to discuss with you. So if you have any problem, any query, you can comment in the comment box of this video. I will try my level best to help you. Okay, thank you, and all the best to all of the candidates, all of those who have been successful selected in the interviews for the interview process. Okay, good luck.